Welcome to the SEMrush tutorial webinar. My name is Maggie. I'm an account specialist here at SEMrush, and I'm going to be walking you through the software today. Let's go ahead and get started. So, what you're looking at right now is the dashboard. The dashboard is the first thing that you see when you log in to SEMrush. Here, we can see I've been tracking CNN.com for organic and ads, keywords, and traffic. This is just a great item that you can add to your dashboard, something that you can customize. If I wanted to add another website, I could just go like this. I could add WSJ.com, and that will start tracking its data as well. Over here, we have the latest news. And then down here, I have access to all of my projects, which we'll be discussing in more detail in just a few minutes. To get started, we're going to be researching a pretty popular website. You might have heard of it. It's called Walmart.com. We're going to be researching it in the United States. However, if I had wanted to change that, all I would do is click on the flag and select the country of my choice. But again, we're sticking with Google.com in the US, and we're going to go ahead and click search. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the domain overview for Walmart.com. We have just some quick statistics on organic search, paid search data, some information on backlinks. We have the top keywords right here. Okay. And the main competitors in organic, as well as the top keywords and ads, and the main competitors and ads. We have a few sample ads as well, and a little bit of information on backlinks. Of course, as we go through this tutorial, we'll be discussing all of this in more detail. We're going to start with organic research, starting with the positions report. So before I go ahead and proceed, I'm going to take a step back and explain exactly how we collect our data. Here is how it works. We have a worldwide database of 106 million keywords selected based on search volume. What we do when we update a keyword is we do a search for it in Google. We take a snapshot of the first two results pages, and we then apply a series of mathematical algorithms to bring you the data that you're seeing. So let's take a quick breakdown here. As I mentioned, we have a worldwide database of 106 million keywords. The largest database that we have is the United States Google database with 40 million keywords. Next, the UK, German, French, Canadian, Brazilian, Russian, Spanish, Italian, and Australian databases have 6 million keywords apiece. The Bing.com database in the United States has 1 million keywords, and all the rest have 400,000 keywords apiece. And here we have the Organic Positions Report for Walmart.com. I'm going to explain exactly what this means. Out of the 40 million keywords in the United States database, Walmart.com is ranked on the first two pages of Google Organic for 2.3 million of them. From the first two pages of Google via those keywords, they received 61.1 million visits over the past 30 days. The value of the traffic was $52.4 million. Keep in mind that the traffic costs that you see here, the value, that is the estimated price of organic keywords in Google AdWords. That means it's not an actual expenditure, it is a hypothetical expenditure, meaning that if they were buying those 61 million visits via ads, they would have had to pay $52.4 million for it. Over here we have a handy graph that shows us the fluctuation in keywords. That's over the past year. We could toggle to show 2 years or all time. We could do the same thing too to monitor the fluctuation in the numbers of keywords that they rank for. Down here we have the organic search positions themselves, the keywords themselves essentially. So I'll be happy to explain what all this means. So over here we have the top keyword, which is Walmart. The position for that keyword is number 1. That means that if you search for the keyword Walmart, Walmart.com is the first item that's going to come up in the organic results. The search volume is 30.4 million. That means there are 30.4 million searches per month for the keyword Walmart in the United States verbatim. The cost per click is 6 cents. That means an advertiser has to pay Google 6 cents each time an advertisement for the keyword Walmart is clicked. This is the landing page URL, meaning it's the page that appears in the SERPs when you Google that keyword. The traffic percentage is 23.38%. That means that the keyword Walmart drove 23.38% of these 61 million visits. The cost percentage was 1.63%, meaning it made up 1.63% of the $52.4 million in value. The competition level for that keyword is 0.03. Competition is on a scale from 0 to 1. The closer to 1, the higher the competition level. results are 198 million. That means that Google has indexed 198 million pages for the keyword Walmart. We have the trend here, which is a visual representation of the fluctuation in search volume over the past year. We have the SERP source. SERP stands for SERP, that is Search Engine Results Page. And if I click on this, it's going to show me exactly how the page looked at the time of collection. That is the Search Engine Results page for Walmart, and you can see exactly how they appeared on the screen as of the time of the last update. And then over here, speaking of the last update, that keyword was updated 5 hours ago. Next, I'm going to show you the Position Changes Report. Okay, so the Position Changes Report shows us new, lost, improved, and declined keywords. New keywords are keywords for which Walmart has entered the top 20. Lost keywords are keywords for which they've fallen out of the top 20. Improved keywords are keywords for which they were already in the top 20, but their ranking has improved further. And declined keywords are keywords for which they are still in the top 20, but their ranking is starting to slip. Here, I could see the list of new keywords themselves. Here they are. I could toggle over here to lost and see what the lost keywords were. There you go. And we have improved keywords in this tab. Okay, and for example, I can see they've gone up for Virgin Mobile, up for iPad mini, up for Black Friday 2014, among others. And then we have declined. Okay, I can see where they're slipping. They're slipping for Ticketmaster, they're slipping for Sam's Club, as well as a few other keywords. Now, you might be wondering why you may periodically see the same keyword in a new and lost report or the same keyword in an improved and declined report. That is always because the URL has changed. The landing page URL has changed, and that's why you're seeing the same keyword. So it's the same keyword they're ranking for, but not the same URL, and therefore that counts as a position change of some kind. Next, I'd like to show you one of my favorite parts of the tool, which is the Organic Competitors Report. This is the Organic Competitors Report for Walmart.com. What you're looking at is a list of competitors with Walmart in organic search. We determine competitors based on two factors. That would be common keywords and the relative size and scope of the competing domain. As you can see, the number one competitor is Target.com, with a very high competition level. Target.com and Walmart.com have 586,000 common keywords. That means that there are 586,000 keywords in our database, for which both Walmart and Target are ranked on the first 2 pages of Google. To put that into perspective, think of it this way. If every single one of those keywords had a search volume of only 1, that would still be 586,000 people nationwide, 586,000 customers for whom Walmart and Target are competing, just by virtue of ranking in the same SERPs. Okay, and if I wanted to see what those keywords are, all I would do is click on the number itself. Now, you may be wondering something, however. Why is Target.com listed as more of a competitor than eBay.com when eBay has almost twice the number of common keywords? I'm going to show you exactly why when I show you these domain versus domain reports. We'll be getting into this in just a few minutes, but for now we're just looking at the charts. Okay, so here we have Walmart.com in blue and Target.com in orange. There's where they overlap. And over here, we have, again, Walmart.com in blue and eBay in orange, but eBay is much larger. So to put this into perspective, the reason that Target is considered more of a competitor, now, yes, they have fewer common keywords, but take a look at this here. The vast majority of Target's business is competing directly with Walmart. With eBay, yes, technically they have more common keywords, but most of eBay's business is not competing with Walmart. And contextually, in real life, with everything that we know, that makes perfect sense. So that about sums up the Organic Competitors Report. Next, I'd like to show you the advertising research section, and we're going to begin with the positions report. Now, we use the same methodology here as we do in organic. So out of the 40 million keywords in the American database, Walmart.com is ranked on the first 2 pages of Google for 549,000 of them. From the first 2 pages of Google, via these ads, they received 792,000 visits over the past 30 days, and they actually did spend $713,000 on that traffic. Here we go. We've got the fluctuation in traffic here over the past year. As we can see, there's a huge spike around Christmas time, which does make perfect sense. We can see over the past 2 years, and for all time, we can see the fluctuation in keywords. Okay, and the fluctuation in traffic cost. So again, it looks like there was a lot of ramping up around the holidays, and now they're probably dialing things back a little bit. And so down here, we have the paid search positions themselves. Let's take a look here. We've got the keyword futon. There's the ad, futons at Walmart, save on quality futons with Walmart's everyday low prices. We have the position. So if I type in the keyword futon, walmart.com is the first thing to come up in the ads. We have the advertising block. They are in the bottom advertising block, as opposed to the top, like Walmart TV, or the side, like Corel. And if I click on it, it's going to show me exactly how it looks. Okay, and down here, there you go. You can see exactly how their ad appeared on the page. Okay, and the search volume, 135,000. The cost per click, $1.27. The landing page URL. The traffic percentage was 0.8%. That means that Futon drove 0.8% of these 792,000 visits, and it made up 1.13% of the $713,000 in costs. The competition level is 1, quite a competitive keyword. The results are 18.9 million. That means Google has indexed 18.9 million pages for the keyword futon. Again, it was last updated 5 hours ago, and if I click on the SERPWorx, I could see exactly how the page looked at the time of collection, and there you go. The position changes in competitors reports really use the same methodology as they do in organic. It's just applying to PPC instead of organic SEO. So we're going to go ahead and move into two of my favorite reports, the Ads Copies and Ads History report. Okay, so here we have the Ads Copies report. And what this is every single individual ad, all 549,000 of them, that Walmart.com ran over the course of the past 30 days. You can see exactly how the ads looked. You can see the number of keywords designed to trigger each ad. For example, here, Walmart grocery delivery, there are almost 2,700 keywords designed to trigger that ad. So looking at the Ads Copies report is really useful for a few reasons. First of all, it really gives you an idea of what a competitor is focusing on. It gives you an idea of what part of their business is they're really promoting, what they're really working on, and what they're hoping is going to drive business to their website and ultimately generate revenue and profit for them. Furthermore, though, it also gives you an idea of how they're branding themselves and how they're trying to appeal to the users when they're in the SERPs. How are they trying to entice people to their website? What I find interesting here is just how many of these are focused on Walmart grocery delivery. Now, of course, not every single ad or anything close to the majority of the ads focuses on that, but look at the raw number of keywords designed to trigger ads related to the grocery. 11,000 for grocery to go, almost 2,700 for Walmart grocery delivery, another 1,500 for another form of Walmart grocery to go. Obviously, that's a part of their business that they're trying to expand right now, and that is why they're funneling so many keywords towards it. And that's just one example of the kind of information that we can get by looking at the Ads Copies report. Next, I'd like to show you to an amazing report called the Domain Ads History Report. So the Domain Ads History Report, what this is showing you, this is every single keyword and every single ad that Walmart.com ran over the course of the past 12 months. Again, it's every keyword and every ad that they've run over the past year. The numbers inside the boxes here represent their rankings in ads that particular month for that particular keyword. So for example, I could see they've been number 1 for Walmart Pharmacy this entire time, and they've been fluctuating between a few positions for iPad mini. And if I click on this, I could see exactly how the ad has and hasn't changed month over month over month. So the real core of this report is that it really gives you an idea of what is and isn't working for your competitors. You'll notice that these are sorted by coverage rate, starting with those that have a 100% coverage rate. The coverage rate refers to the percentage of time over the course of the past year that Walmart has been bidding on something. These are sorted by coverage rate in descending order. And they all have a coverage rate, you'll notice, of 100%. That means that coverage rate of 100% means that Walmart.com has been running ads for these keywords every single month for the past year. They would not be doing that if these keywords and these ads weren't bringing them the traffic and the conversions and ultimately the profit that they are looking for. So it's a really great way of understanding what is working and what is not working for a competitor. And that way it makes it the closest thing we have to offer to conversion metrics. Moreover, it gives us a little picture of user behavior by looking at these keywords. We get an idea of the kind of keywords that are going to motivate people to click through and motivate them to make purchases. And that about sums up advertising research. We are going to go ahead and move into PLA research, starting with positions. So what you're looking at right now is the PLA Positions Report. Let's take a step back here and explain what PLAs are. PLA stands for Google Product Listing Ad. A product listing ad is basically a shopping result for when you Google a particular item. For example, if I go to Google and I type in the keyword bicycle, I'm going to see ads for individual bicycles that I may be interested in purchasing. And down here, we have the keywords that they're running PLAs for. Here's an example. We've got one, Beats by Dre. There's the ad right there, Beats Solo 2 on earphones. The position, they're ranked number 2 in PLA results for the keyword Beats by Dre. The search volume is 550,000. That means as you know, there's 550,000 searches per month verbatim in the US for the keyword Beats by Dre. We have the landing page URL, the product title, there it is. The price, about $160 for those headphones. The last update was 5 hours ago, and we have the SERP source over here. Okay, and there is the shopping result from Walmart.com for Beats by Dre. Next, I'd like to show you the PLA Competitors Report. Okay, so the PLA Competitors Report, this uses the same methodology as organic and ads. What this is showing is domains that are competing with Walmart in the product listing ads. That means that they are running PLAs for many of the same keywords. And as you can see, the top competitor is Target.com. And lastly, I'd like to show you the PLA Copies Report. So what you're looking at right now, this is every single product listing ad that Walmart.com ran over the course of the past 30 days. Much like the ads copies report we looked at a few minutes ago, it gives us a great sense of what our competitor is really promoting right now, what they're focusing on, okay, and where they're funneling their keywords. What's interesting to me is that the vast majority of these are for electronics. Tablets, laptops, iPods, iPads, other forms of cell phones, and really fancy flat screen televisions, that kind of thing. I'm also seeing cable modems, as well as many other electronic and electronic compatible devices. Although, of course, they have room for other items too, like mini bouncy cancels and that sweet Corvette convertible bed right there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to move out of SERP research for a few minutes and move into the Backlinks report. So what you're looking at right now is the Backlinks Overview report for Walmart.com. So far, we have found 6 million backlinks to Walmart from 77.8 thousand referring domains and 44.9 thousand referring IPs. The majority of these are follow links, with some minority being no follow. We have a breakdown of the various types of links over here, as well as the top-level domains they're associated with. We can get a snapshot here of referring domains by country. The vast majority of backlinks are coming from the United States. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the individual backlinks themselves. Okay, so again, this is the individual list of backlinks, all 6 million of them. And let's take a step back here. I'm going to explain exactly why it's important to look at backlinks. Looking at backlinks is important for a couple of reasons. One, I have periodically had people come to me and say, hey, you know, my SEO has kind of taken a nosedive lately. I'm losing traffic. I'm losing rankings. Why is that? And I always tell them, or ask them, have you checked your backlinks? We do, and inevitably we find links from irrelevant domains, spam domains, foreign domains, all of the above, content mills, link farms, all the kinds of things that Google really doesn't approve of. And that kind of helps to answer our question as to why they've lost their rankings. Now, the other reason it's important to look at backlinks, and actually I did conduct a webinar about this a few months ago, I always say that links tell the story of a website. You can learn a lot about a website by looking at its links. It's often been said, and you may have heard this, that a link is like a vote for a site. So by analyzing your competitors' backlinks, you see who is voting for their website. What's being said about them? In what context? They're being discussed on forums. Do they have any media or blogger partnerships? It's an excellent way of understanding exactly what they're up to online. Don't forget down here, you could analyze each individual backlink itself. For example, down here we have the Uzbekistan entry on Walmart, on Uzbekistan Wikipedia. That is the source URL. The source URL is where the link is coming from, and then the target URL is where the link is going. In this case, it's just the Walmart.com homepage. We have the anchor text here. Then we have external and internal links. External and internal links refer to the source URL. They do not refer to the target URL. So that means there are 12 links on this page going outside of Wikipedia, and it's 117 links on this page going to other pages within Wikipedia. All right, and we are going to go ahead and move into the anchors report. All right, the anchors report, what this is showing us is anchor texts. By that I mean these are the texts associated with each one of the individual links. So most of these are branded, but some of them are calls to action. Buy now, see all, buy, but most of them are just oriented with Walmart itself. So this is the referring domains report. What you're looking at right here is all the domains containing the most backlinks to walmart.com. And there you go, you can see exactly what those are. We also have the referring IPA report. The IP addresses containing the most domains and the most backlinks coming back to walmart.com. If I click on this here, I can see exactly what those pages are. Okay, a lot of them seem to be focusing, for example, on couponing and mommy blogging and that kind of thing. You'll notice here that the IP, of course, is the same for all of these. Having researched these, I can tell you that this IP is located in Mountain View, California, which might ring a bell to you as the headquarters of Google. All of these sites fall under the Blogger and Blogspot umbrella, which is owned by Google. So that explains exactly who these sites are associated with. All right, next we have the Backlink Comparison Report. So what I can do here is I can compare Walmart to Target.com, and Macy's.com, Amazon.com, and let's go ahead and go with Kmart.com. Okay, so here is the Backlinks Comparison Report. So what you could do right here is just compare the link profiles of multiple sites, multiple competitors, side by side. It is color-coded for your convenience, green being the site with the most of a particular type of link, and red being the one with the least. So it's just a great bird's eye view of understanding how your competitors are comparing with one another, and that can form a great jumping off point for more in-depth research. All right, next we're going to move into keyword research. And as of the time of this recording, it's a rather rainy day here in Philadelphia, so I'm going to use the keyword raincoat. All right, so here you go. Here is the overview for the keyword raincoat. We have the search volume, 6.6 thousand. The number of results are 22.7 million. Again, Google has indexed 22.7 million pages for the keyword raincoat. The cost per click is $3.11, and the competition level is 1. Down here we have the phrase match and related keyword reports. Okay, so here we have the full search for raincoat. What this is the phrase match report, and what this is showing you, this is every single keyword in our database containing the word raincoat. So we're seeing raincoats, women's raincoat, kids' raincoats, Burberry raincoats. And we also have the related keywords report, which our algorithms have determined are somehow related to that word. Trench coats, rain jackets, certain branded items like Patagonia Torrent Shell, women's rain jacket, black trench coat. Both of these reports are incredibly useful for understanding the context of a particular keyword and understanding how people are actually searching for it. Okay, and then under here, we have the organic search results. So there you go. The PLAs, the product listing ads, and the first 2 pages of ads. We also have this great tool called the Keyword Ads History Report. So what you're looking at right now, this is every single website that was found bidding on the first 2 pages of Google for the keyword raincoat over the past year. If I click on this, I could see exactly how it looked at the time of collection. Okay, and I can see how it has or has not changed. Okay, and there we go. We've got jcpenney.com, LL Bean, Nordstrom, as well as many other websites. All right, we're going into the last section here, the tools section, and we'll be going over position tracking. Let's take a step back here. Everything I have talked to you about so far today, with the exception of the backlinks reports, is oriented around 3 things. The top 100 million keywords, what we find on the first 2 pages of Google for those keywords, and the series of mathematical algorithms that we apply to the results in order to bring you the data that you see. The position tracking campaign tool is independent from the main database, and therefore it is not subject to the same set of limitations. That means that you can use the position tracker to track any domain you like, for any keyword you like, through the first 10 pages of Google from the top 100 results, from any location worldwide, and is designed to update every 24 to 48 hours. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of these. So this is the visibility trend. 1 of their 12 keywords are in the top 3 results. 5 of their 12 keywords are on the first page. 9 of their 12 keywords are on the top 2 pages, and 11 of the 12 keywords are in the top 100 results. We have the rankings tab here, so you can see exactly where they're ranked. And do keep in mind this tracks with organic and AdWords. They're number 1 for women's jeans, so they're up a point. They're down 3 for Chambray shirt. They're down 1 for fall jeans, but they're holding steady for some of these other items. We have the competitor discovery. We have the competitor discovery tab. This is terrific. What this does is, as time goes on, the bot goes through and identifies competitors based on numbers of common keywords to the domain being tracked. I'd like to show you what this looks like from the inside by clicking on Edit. Okay, so we choose what to track. We're tracking a root domain. I would say for most cases, tracking the root domain is going to serve you just fine, but periodically you may have need to track a subdomain or a subfolder. We could choose a location. In this case, it's New York, in the United States. I could choose a device type. In this case, I've picked a desktop. However, you have options when you set up one now to choose either a mobile phone or a tablet. We could choose competitors here, either organic or advertising, and either the ones that SEMrush picks for you or the ones you pick for yourself. I have the option of connecting to Google Analytics just as a means of importing keywords. And then we add keywords down here to the sandbox and import them over in this direction. And that is how the position tracker works. Next, I'd like to show you the domain versus domain report. We touched on this a little bit earlier when we discussed the Organic Competitors Report. So what you can do here is you can compare up to 5 domains simultaneously by competitor. For demonstration purposes, we're going to compare Macy's.com to Nordstrom.com. You can do this in organic, paid, or PLA keywords, but today we're going to be doing this in organic. We're going to go ahead and click Go. So what we're looking at here is a list of common keywords between Macy's.com and Nordstrom.com. As mentioned earlier, by common keywords, I mean keywords for which both sites rank on the first 2 pages of Google. Down here, you can see the common keywords, and these numbers here represent their rankings. So I can see that Macy's.com is ranked number 10 for the keyword Michael Kors, and Nordstrom.com is ranked number 11 for Michael Kors. You could almost say that these sites are competing directly for all of these keywords. Next, I can show keywords unique to the first domain. The term keywords unique to the first domain refers to keywords that Macy's.com ranks for that Nordstrom does not, which would come in handy. Let's say I'm Nordstrom.com and I want to see everything that Macy's.com is ranking for that I'm not. That is where the option to see keywords unique to the first domain comes in handy. Okay, and there you go. That is everything that Macy's.com ranks for that Nordstrom does not. As you can imagine, Nordstrom.com actually does sell a lot of these items, so it could be said that these represent missed opportunities. Next, I can show unique keywords. Unique keywords are keywords that Macy's ranks for that Nordstrom does not, and vice versa. So it gives you a picture of where they're doing well and where maybe they're not doing so great. Okay, so for example, I could see Macy's.com ranks for American Express login, Thanksgiving Day, and Guess, whereas Nordstrom ranks for Vineyard Vines, Ray-Ban, Nordstrom's, and Pandora Jewelry. Macy's.com does not. And then lastly, we have all keywords. So I can see all keywords related to both domains, both common and unique. Okay, so it's just great if you want to get an idea of everything associated with a particular set of domains. Or even, for example, if I wanted to see all keywords associated with Macy's, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, and Sears, I could add, say, for here, Sears.com. I could make that all keywords, and then add Bloomingdale's. Make that all keywords. And then finally add, let's go ahead with Neiman Marcus. And again, make that all keywords. And that's going to show me all keywords across the domains. Okay, so that's everything that we have, both common and unique, across all 5 of those domains. So it's great, for example, if I'm trying to do a certain type of market research, I can see everything associated with those 5 domains. And then lastly, over here, we have a great chart tool. I want to enable charts. By looking at the chart tool, you can get a visual overlap of how the sites compete with each other. For example, Sears is here, Macy's is in blue, but there's a lot more competition amongst these 4 websites than there is with Sears. And so that sums up the domain versus domain report. All right, and we're going to go ahead and move into the chart tool. So what the chart tool can do, we can compare side by side both organic and paid results for total keywords, traffic price, new, lost, improved, and declined keywords. So let's go ahead and compare for organic traffic, Target to some of its competitors, Walmart, and Macy's, Amazon, and Kmart. Kind of an eclectic mix there, but let's go ahead and plot that chart. Okay, and here we go. We have Amazon.com kind of head and shoulders above everybody. Down here is Walmart. Then Target, Amazon, Target, Kmart, and Macy's are kind of along the same lines down here. I could show this the past 2 years of traffic and the all-time fluctuation, which is interesting. So the great thing about the chart tool is that it's easily exportable to PDF. It's very easy to use. It's very visually friendly, and it's an excellent way to identify historical fluctuations and changes that you can use as a jumping-off point for more in-depth research. And lastly, we're going to be discussing the site audit tool today. Okay, so the site audit tool is fantastic. What it does is it releases a bot that goes through your site and identifies errors and issues affecting SEO and usability. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of these. Let's look at what we have from Mohegan Sun. So when it audits your site, it gives it a total score. Okay, in this case, this site gets a score of 59%. We have the total issues, errors, which are most severe, warnings, which are in mid-severity, and then notices, which are lowest in severity. If I click on the Issues tab, it shows me exactly how it looks. Okay, so those are the errors. Those are the warnings. Okay, and the great thing about this, it doesn't just tell you what the errors are. It tells you why they're important, like here, 10 pages don't have a unique meta description. And if you hover over the I, it tells you exactly why it matters. And if I click on it, I could see exactly which pages they're talking about. We can also look at the page report. Okay, I could type part of a URL. I can compare historical crawls, okay? And I can even do a history and see how various crawls have performed over a period of time. All right, and that about sums up how to use SEMrush. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about the software today. We really appreciate it. Please don't hesitate to contact us anytime you need assistance or anytime you have questions. Thanks so much, and we look forward to hearing from you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.